Tomorrow morning, you're going to wake up a little cold. You'll reach over, turn a dial, and warm air will flood the room. And you won't think twice about it. But for 99.9% of human history, that dial didn't exist. When the sun went down, the temperature dropped, and it kept dropping. Your ancestors didn't have radiators. They didn't have space heaters. For most of human existence, if you were cold at night, you shivered. That was the only option. For over 300,000 years, every single one of your ancestors spent roughly half their life in temperatures that would make a modern person call a repairman. They didn't even have insulated walls for most of that time. Just animal skins, fire if they could keep it alive, and each other's body heat. So what did their bodies do that yours has completely forgotten? The answer changes everything we think we know about metabolism, fat, and what it means to be comfortable. Let's start with cold itself, because cold is the reason any of this worked. The human body is a furnace, but it's a strange furnace, because when you get cold, your body doesn't just give up. It fights back. It grows something called brown adipose tissue, brown fat. This stuff is not like the white fat you hate. Brown fat burns white fat to make heat. No shivering required. Babies are full of it. So were your ancestors. In 2014, a scientist named Dr. Francesco Caeli at the National Institutes of Health did something simple. He put healthy people in a 66-degree room for 2 hours a day. Just 2 hours. Slightly cool, not freezing, just uncomfortable enough that you'd want a sweater. After 6 weeks, those people had nearly doubled their brown fat. Their metabolisms were faster. Their insulin was better. And none of them exercised. None of them dieted. They just sat there, slightly cold. Here's what's fascinating. That adaptation wasn't a lab trick. For most of human history, it was automatic. Anthropologists who live with hunter-gatherers, like the Tsimane in Bolivia or the Hadza in Tanzania, have found something striking. Those people don't have central heating. They don't have obesity. They don't have diabetes. Their bodies run hot because their world runs cold. Then we invented the thermostat. In the 1880s, in the same decade Edison gave us the light bulb, a guy named Warren Johnson made the first automatic room thermostat. Within one generation, rich people started putting radiators in their homes. By the 1950s, central heating was everywhere in America and Europe. For the first time in 300,000 years, humans could make winter feel like summer. And here's the part nobody talks about. Before central heating, your body experienced 2 thermal states every single day. Daytime warmth from the sun, from fire, from moving around, and nighttime cold. That cold wasn't a design flaw, it was a signal. When your skin cooled down at night, your brain released melatonin. It deepened your sleep. It triggered repair in your cells. Cold night air wasn't an inconvenience, it was medicine. In 2016, researchers in Finland looked at 6,000 men over 40 years. The ones who slept in bedrooms below 65 degrees had way less heart disease and diabetes. They also had more brown fat and less inflammation. The lead scientist, Dr. Timo Kalpinen, said something I can't forget. We evolved to sleep in the cold. A warm bedroom is a very recent experiment, but that experiment is now normal. The average American home is heated to 70 degrees day and night. The average bedroom in the 19th century was around 50 degrees. We have added 20 degrees to every single night of our lives for 3 generations. What did that cost us? Let's go back to brown fat. In the early 2000s, most doctors believed that adults had almost no brown fat. They thought it disappeared after babyhood. Then they started doing PET scans on people in cold rooms, and they were shocked. Almost all adults still have brown fat, but only if they get cold regularly. If you live in a heated house, drive a heated car, work in a heated office, your brown fat shrinks. It becomes invisible. Your body literally forgets how to make its own heat. When your body forgets how to make heat, it starts storing everything as white fat. The same white fat that sits around your waist, the same white fat that kills you slowly. This is not a theory. In 2009, a Dutch scientist named Dr. Wouter van Marken Lichtenbelt put healthy people in a 59-degree room for 6 hours a day, just 10 days. After 10 days, their brown fat activity went up by 40%. They burned more calories at rest. One of them said, "By day 3, I stopped feeling cold. My body just handled it." That's your inheritance. Your ancestors could sleep naked in a 50-degree cave. You shiver in a 68-degree living room. You haven't lost the ability. You've just never used it. Now, let me ask you something personal. Have you ever woken up at 3 a.m. feeling too hot, throwing off the covers, sweating even though your room is cold? You think that's normal? It's not. That's your hypothalamus, your brain's thermostat, completely confused by decades of climate control. It no longer knows how to cool you down at night. And poor temperature regulation at night is now a leading cause of insomnia, obesity, and even depression. In 2017, Stanford researchers gave chronic insomniacs special caps that cooled their brains while they slept. Within weeks, 75% of them slept like normal people. Their brains had just forgotten how to cool themselves. The cap reminded them, we traded all of that for a dial. We forgot what cold feels like. Not the dangerous cold of a blizzard, but the gentle, nightly cold that told our genes when to repair, when to burn fat, when to grow. We replaced that ancient signal with a constant, unchanging 70 degrees, and we called it comfort. But here's the thing your grandmother knew and your thermostat won't tell you. Discomfort is not a disease. Shivering is not a failure. Being slightly cold at night is not a problem to be solved. It's a signal that your body is about to do something remarkable. Your ancestors didn't have heating bills. They had brown fat. They didn't have electric blankets. They had each other. And when they lay down in the dark, in the cold, their bodies hummed with a fire that yours has forgotten how to light. So turn down the thermostat tonight, just 5 degrees. Leave a window cracked open in winter. Let the cold touch your skin. You won't die. You'll remember. We traded all of that for a warm room, and most of us never even knew it was gone.